Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, round 5 of P1RCs Renault Megane League continues. We are live tonight from Laguna Seca, so the Dust Bowl that is. So on screen we've got the flyer, just saying the top right hand side, Laguna Seca, that is tonight's race. So we've got a 15 minutes qualifying, 40-minute race. Any tyre between the super softs and the softs, they can use the mediums as well if they so please. Very much doubtful, I would have thought. They start with 50 litres of fuel, tyres at times, tyres at times 7, fuel at times 3, 100% power and weight. That is tonight's settings. Right, let's have a quick look at scores. Evening people, how are we all doing? So if the red is not burning your retinas out right about now, you can just about see that P1 Don is leading this with 51 points. Dylan on 45 points. Fizz Ruckus on 43 points. Also on 43 is Manny, P1 Manny, so joint third. 38 points for Chainsaw in fourth. Fifth Aldo on 37 points. 36 points for Pilgrim in seventh. Got Dizzy in 8th, he's on 27 points. Gamer Dad on 25 points. Raoul, he's on 23 points. Who's that? Green P sitting on 19 points. On 15 points is Tatey. Two drivers on 14 points. We've got Convicts, Popeye and Dodgy, joint points for them. Mental Nev in what are we there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 16th. 12 points on the board for him. JPH on 10 points and Magenta Fez 6 points. So that scores up until now. Bags, evening brother, how you doing? Let's get ourselves in this lobby and see if you can keep it on track. So it can be a bit of a tricky one, can Laguna Seca, if you are or are not aware. It's got this great big thing in here that you're looking at now. It's called the corkscrew. Doesn't look too bad there, but we'll get ourselves on board and we'll go and have a look. Perfect timing for Pilgrim. Lobby host just coming across the line then. We'll do a quick lap on board with Pilgrim into turn 1. Great big hairpin through there nice and cleanly. You can see very bright, a lot of sun reflecting off the sand here, difficult to see. Through the right hander, a little bit wide then for Pilgrim, into the next right hander. Again, just got to be a bit careful you don't carry it wide on the exit. All the way down here, I believe this is called Worth, could be lying. So through that left hander, up the hill. See if I can pull up a track map of this shocking circuit. Through the left-hander again, just got to be careful you don't run it out too wide. So now we're heading up towards the infamous corkscrew. You could see the elevation change as they head up the hill, and it's just about to drop away again as they go through this corkscrew. Through the left, drop down the hill, through the right. Just got to be careful you keep control of the rear end going through there. Through the left-hander, down towards the 90 right. Heading towards final turn then. So this one is just over a 90. It's a tight turn as well, catches a lot of drivers out. And that is a lap on board with Pilgrim. Let's turn some nonsense on for you lot. Oh, not that one, that one. So let's start having a look at lap times. Dylan currently sitting on a 1:24.5, holding provisional pole. got himself in second. Let me just see if I can find this. Let's see what we can pull up here then, people. Plenty of pictures. Have any of them got names? Yeah, not really. No, I was lying about Worth. That must be a totally different circuit. Andretti hairpin at turn 1. That's all we've got. The Rahal straight leading up towards the corkscrew and the corkscrew. The rest of it's just numbers. So Dizzy sitting in third currently, 124.8 on the clock, just sticking himself on some new tyres. JPH just putting his quickest in, 125.6. Sitting in fourth. Oh, is he just getting a little bit sideways through there? Fizz Ruckus fifth. Catch him just coming through the corkscrew, 125.8 as well. Valiant in 6, 125.9. Aldo, not where he's meant to be, coming out of the corkscrew. Sitting on a 126.3, 7th position. Pilgrim we've just been on board with, he's currently sitting in 8th on that 126.5. Tatey is on a 126.8. Dodgy a 127.0, just coming into the pits himself for a fresh set of tyres. Green P 11th, 127.3. Manny in 12th, 129.1. Don in 13th, 134.5. Convicts Popeye in 14th, 138.1, but that's his first lap. Nev getting himself up into second at 124.6. Dizzy then looks like he's trying to burn some fuel off. JPH just re-emerging from the pits. So halfway through this qualifying session. Fizz Ruckus with some dents on the front of his car, I believe it was. Valiant then currently sitting 6. We just see Green P running a bit wide through turn 2. Aldo pointing in the right direction now. What's he going to put in? 126.0, so stays in 7th but bears his time. Pilgrim then pushed down to 8th now. Tatey 9th. Tatey 10th. Someone else has just pipped him. Who's that? Mental Nev just going quickest overall. He's stuck in a 124.5 as Mental. So Don going quicker, so he was sitting in 13th, just putting in a 124.8, chucks himself into 3rd, purple sectors for him though. Dizzy sitting in 4th, been pushed down a couple of spots. JPH also, he's just been in the pits, JPH, you greedy boy. Fizz Ruckus in for another set. Valium going to the last couple of turns. Into the pits himself. Aldo making it through the corkscrew this time. Almost everybody in the pits. Don and Aldo out. Looks like Convict's struggling with the Renault. 148.0 is fastest at the minute. Maybe not used to a car that goes around corners. There you go. It's your circuit as well, convicts. What's going on? Uninsured. How you doing, brother? Not borrowing my car. Mental Nev trying to burn that fuel off as well now. Looking to cement that top spot is Mental Nev. P1 Dylan also on an outlap. Don just coming out the pit, so all the boys coming on for a fresh set of boots then at the end of this qualifying. Looks like super softs all round at the minute. I don't think I've seen anyone. Oh, here we go, Green P on the softs. Champ's turned up late, but he's here. Pilgrim sitting out the end of qualifying. We just wait for Champ to get in a car, possibly put a lap in or two. Down for the count, evening, brother. Green P getting the shouts. Yep, corkscrew is causing trouble already, Bags. Lots of drama. Dylan putting in purple sectors as well. What have we got? 12 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes remaining. What's the gap that Mental Nev's got? Oh, not a lot. 200ths, that's it. It's not as if he's dragged half a second out or anything daft. Dylan lobbing it through the corkscrew there. Still purple sector from him. Can he do it? Can he hold the speed around these last couple of turns? Ooh, just keeps it on track. What's it going to be? And it does go quickest. 1:24.404. What's that? 5/10 quicker than Mental Nev. So he's still got a minute or so to get these laps in. He's already done his out lap. Let's see what Mental Nev can do then. Dylan's actually just gone quicker as well. 1:24. No, sorry, that's Don overall. 1:24.278. The Kerry Goldmobile. So Dylan and Mental Nev got to put a little bit more effort in them. What do you got, Mental? I was looking at your sector times. It's going to be close. Oh, no, not quite. Brings it down, but not close enough. 24.363 versus Don's 24.278. Still out as well, Don. Comes in the pits now, though. Whereabouts are you, Dylan? Alright, okay. Mental Nev retaking that second position, then pushing Dylan down a spot. Dizzy still fourth. Aldo now fifth. 1:24.953 from Aldo. You'll be happy with that. Pilgrim also got himself up to 6th, so left the lobby and come back. But 6th position for him. Manny in 7th, 125.5. Just come to the end of this qualifying session now then. JPH in 8th. Fizruckus on a 125.8 for 9th. Valium in 10th, 125.9. Tatey 11th, 126.8. Green P 126.8 as well from Green P. Dodgy in 13th, 124.0. Convicts on a 127.6. Champ late comer to the lobby. See how he gets on at Laguna Seca with no practice laps. Great at the minute, he's on a 106. Ghosting out, so that's probably going to be the end of that then for Champ. Just wait for Pilgrim to kick this race off then. Go Juice. Pole sitter done then. We've already done the 15 minutes quali, so any time set now won't count. It's not a fast lap anyway. So grabbing pole then for Don. Dylan 2nd. Dizzy in 3rd, Aldo 4th, Pilgrim 5th, Manny 6th, Valium 7th, JPH in 8th, Fizruckus 9th, Convicts Popeye in 10th, Tatey in 11th, Green P 12th, Dodgy in 13th, Champ 14th, and Mental Nev should be 2nd. Start there from P1 Don. No good practicing your starts with warm rears, Diz. That's going to be doing you no favours. Trying to upset JPH, look. Not quite the way to take corkscrew that Manny. Don is bringing it tonight. Let's see if he can do it in the race as well. Going backwards, Manny, in 2nd gear. That's not right. Back on the black stuff, but still pointing the wrong way. Practice starts won't work in 2nd gear, Pilgrim. That's 2nd gear, Pilgrim. That's still 2nd gear, Pilgrim. Hopefully his shifter's not packed up. Got into 1st now, but yes, not looking like it's changing gear very well for him. Let's see how he gets on in the race. Boys lined up, ready to go then. Nev's got himself back out on track, and we are just about to start this race now. 40 minutes round at Laguna Seca. I can't see it being a pretty race, to be honest. It's only going to take a wheel off track and around you go. I've experienced it myself. Gamer, evening brother, how you doing? Let's see how they get on then. Let me get myself to the back of the pack, and we can try and keep our eye on all the carnage into the first few turns. That's not the view I want. That's better. All the way back then. Sitting on board with Dodgy as we wait for this one to kick off. We're away. It's not a great start from Dodgy. He's been left behind a little bit. I'm going to jump forward to Green P. See if everyone makes it through turn one. They'll all be jostling for position, trying to make up as many positions as possible. Hopefully nobody gets fired off track. Tiny bit of contact between Green P and Manny. Green P gets his way past Tatey and JPH in turn one. He's gone a little bit deep in turn two though. Oh, a tiny bit of contact as well. JPH is coming back down the inside. Again, tiny bit of contact. Up front to see what's happening. So Don holds that lead then. Dylan's second. Pulled a little bit of a gap from Dizzy, who's made his way up to third. Mental Nev now fourth. Aldo in fifth. Top five starting to pull away. Sixth, Champ. Having a great start, Champ. All the way up to sixth position. 1.1 back from the top five. Pilgrim going for a move down the inside. Tiny bit of contact between himself, Valium, and Champ. Just push Valium wide a little bit. He's under pressure. Fizz Ruckus now for that eighth position. Is Fizz going to go for a lunge at the final turn? No, he doesn't. Convicts is off in the background. So Manny in 10th. Convicts, sideways in 11th, coming through the final turn. Tatey in 12th, Dodgy 13th. So that bad start, he has made up a couple of positions. Green P in 14th, JPH 15th. Not sure if these two have had a little bit of a coming together or whether they've both just got it horribly wrong with the corkscrew. But now these two will have a bit of a fight. Side by side, battling out for that final position. So Don pulled 0.8 of a second lead from Dylan. Dizzy hanging on to the rear end of Dylan. Mental Nev still there as well. A little bit of a gap developed between fourth and fifth. Champ, unfortunately now 1.7 seconds back. So Pilgrim still being chased by Fizz, still being chased by Valium, all going down the inside, trying to get one down the inside of Pilgrim. Side by side between those two. Fizz Ruckus. Sorry, not Fizz Ruckus. Who was I trying to find? Valium going for a totally different line through there. It's done him well. He's managed to get himself past Fizz. Fizz comes back down into the final turn. For a bit of a lunge, but it's cost him more than it's cost Valium. He's now under threat from Manny for that 9th position. Wrong way. Manny getting the drive. Can he get his? Yes, he's not all the way past. Yes, he is now, I think. So open to 9th then for Manny. Fizz Ruckus trying to come back down the inside at turn 1. Manny will have the advantage into turn 2 though here. Can't run around the outside there. Fizz Ruckus tries to, but runs a tiny bit wide. Has to slide to 10th then. Tatey 11th. Convicts now 12th, lost another position. Dodgy closing up on him as well in 13th. JPH managed to pull up a bit of a gap from Green P now then, and Green P sitting at the back of the pack, 2.3 seconds back from JPH. Don is starting to disappear with this one a little bit. 4-second lead he's currently got over Dylan. Let me get some coffee down my neck. Screaming through that final turn then. Manny's still holding on to that 9th position. He's coming back at Manny though, looking to get the position back down the inside. He's got a penalty to lose. It shouldn't be too difficult for him, so he does get himself back up into 9th. Manny 10th, Tatey 11th, Dodgy 12th, Convicts Popeye 13th, so yes, Dodgy getting past him. JPH closing the gap up as well. He's only 2.1 seconds back now, 4.5 over Green P. Green P really struggling here tonight. You know, he's on the soft tyre as Green P. I think everyone else is on the super softs. No, I'm talking out my arse. P1 Don sitting on the softs. A few of the drivers are putting in the qualies then on the super softs, but not going for the softs in race mode due to the excessive tyre wear, I assume. So the gap's still stretching between 1st and 2nd, now up to 1.7 seconds, almost 1.8. Oh, Dylan's gone a bit wide. It's going to slow him down. He's back on track now though, but Dizzy carrying all the speed up towards his final turn. Dylan's not going to make it easy. Side by side through there. Dizzy is going to be a good position. Let's go for a bit of a punch up down here. Hold the position, he does. Does Dylan slot one back up the inside? No, he backs up. Backs out of that one, so Dizzy up into 2nd then. He's now got to try and hunt down P1 Don, who, jeez, 3.2 second lead he's got just through these battling. Starting to absolutely disappear then is P1 Don. Dizzy 2nd. Dylan's been a little bit slow through there. Mental Nev's looking to come around the outside into turn 4. Side by side through there. Dylan just wins out. Mental Nev will have another go at it up the hill, possibly into the corkscrew. Maybe losing a little bit of time just in the background. So no, doesn't slot one up the inside at the corkscrew. Could have damaged both their races. It's a good exit there from Dylan. He's closed back up on Dizzy a little bit. Managed to drop Mental Nev. We just jump back to Aldo. Aldo now coming under a bit of pressure from Champ Champ. Champ Champ sitting in 6th, but only half a second back. He has got 0.4 of a second penalty to lose. Who's going to fuel save? Don. Well, he got just over a quarter of a tank. Nobody else got any more fuel on board. Dylan's got a tiny little bit. Mental Nev hasn't. So Aldo holding 5th then, but for how much longer? Champ Champ still half a second back. Still not lost that penalty either. Don't forget to vote for driver of the day as well, people. They do get extra points in the championship. So Pilgrim 7th. Having a bit of a lonely race at the minute. He's got about 4 seconds in front to Champ Champ. 9 seconds back to Fizz Ruckus. Fizz Ruckus up to 8th. Tatey 9th. Tatey's got himself past Manny as well. Oh, Manny's been off track. He's picked up some damage somewhere. Sitting in 10th now then for Manny. Dodgy slowly closing up on him, 2.3 seconds back. JPH has managed to get his way past Convicts as well, so up into 12th for JPH. Convicts only half a second back, but he has looked like he's struggling a little bit. He is on the super soft tyre as well. Maybe just struggling a little bit with these mid-rear Renaults. Green P up into 14th and Valium now 15th. So Valium's been in the pits, come out on a set of mediums. Getting his stop done early. Now then, can he get the rest of the way on a set of mediums and a full tank? Baggy? Answer that question. Don still pulling time then, 4.2 seconds. tiny bit wide through there, but he's got enough time to play with. Dizzy still holding that second position, Dylan third. So Mental Nev hanging on for fourth. Quite liking your livery as well, Mental Nev. I do like that. I've played with those hexagons myself. Pain in the arse to try and get around a corner, I'll tell you that. He's saying he's not getting around. So he's gone for the medium tyres, and it's going to cost him. That's what you're telling me, isn't it? Champ then. What's happened to Champ? Now 2.2 back. Was I reading the chat when he went sideways? So Pilgrim sitting, ooh, 7th, a little bit wide through turn 2, but keeps it on track. Fizz Ruckus as well. Tatey, everyone likes to explore track limits around turn 2, don't they? Go. Everyone kicking up a little bit of sand. JPH doing the right thing, keeping it on track. Good lad. Convicts Popeye. Oh, very wide through there. Drop the power off though. Green P really struggling here. 16.1 seconds down from Convicts. He has gained the position from Valium, but only due to Valium stopping, taking on board medium tyres. Don then still pulling time, 4.9 seconds, nearly 5 seconds over Diz. Going to start seeing the majority of the drivers come in for tyres and fuel next lap or so. Mental Nev's got himself into third. Dylan's got it wrong somewhere. Still holding plenty of fuel though is Dylan. Short shifting, saving a bit of fuel behind these boys using the tow. So Aldo still holding that 5th position, doing well. Champ lost time to him, was half a second back, now 2.1. Gives Aldo a tiny bit of breathing room. Pilgrim 7th. Fizz 10 seconds back in 8th. Tatey 9th. Super soft for Tatey as well. Manny after his off-track action in 10th. So Dodgy 11th. JPH 12th. JPH actually closing up on Dodgy as well. Convicts Popeye. Who's that just came in the pits? Convicts Popeye still 13th, a little bit of a penalty to lose, but ahead of Green P and ahead of Valium as it sits at the minute. Okay, Dizzy came in the pits then. Don stayed out, Mental Nev stayed out, and Dylan stayed out, but that has given Don 5.6 second lead. Second then with Dizzy coming in the pits. Almost out of fuel. We expect to see Mental Nevin at the end of this lap. Don still got a little bit on board. He might brave out another lap with that. Mental Nev will certainly have to come in. Dylan's still got a big chunk of fuel on board as well. We're going to see Aldo in at the end of this lap. Champ's still got a little bit on board. He might be able to do an extra lap. Pilgrim as well, got a fair chunk of fuel on. Fizz Ruckus we're going to see in. Tatey might brave it out. Manny might brave it out. Dodgy and JPH side by side. Neither driver stopped. Let's see who wins out in this fight. Dizzy, who has come out of the pits. Looking to run past both of these boys. little bit of a battle to try and get past them, but only a very tiny bit, just as they went into corkscrew, but past them now. JPH also getting his way past Dodgy. So up into 11th then for JPH, again yet to stop, as has Dodgy. Convicts Popeye yet to stop in 13th. Valium has stopped on the mediums. Green P in the pits now, so another set of softs on board for medium, for Green P, and a full tank of fuel. Here is damn it. 25 minutes remaining. Right, we will see Don in this lap then. Mental Nev's braved it out. Are we going to see Dylan follow him in and try and cover him off? Want to see where Dizzy slots himself back into this lot as well. So Aldo, although he's having a bit of a lonely race at the minute, he's doing all right. Currently sitting in 4th. He has been in 5th majority of the race. Pilgrim also not doing too bad. So Mental Nev and Aldo are in. Don's gone for another lap. Dylan also gone for another lap, not stopped. He's got the fuel to do it, unlike Don. You're going to be pushing it, Don. So Pilgrim gets himself up into 3rd, but yet to stop. Fizz Ruckus 4th, but yet to stop. He's also braving out. Oof, Fizz Ruckus. I really don't know if you've got enough fuel on to do that lap. We'll find out soon. Dizzy's got himself back up into 5th. Again, we'll see how that plays out when the rest of the drivers in front come in for tyres and fuel, etc. JPH 6th, but again yet to stop. Mental Nev straight out the pits, fresh set of racing softs, just under 3/4 of a tank for Mental Nev. Aldo also out, we've gone for the super softs and half a tank. Interesting strategy there by Aldo, we'll see how that plays out for him. Champ running it wide through turn 3, but he's freshly tired up. He's got just under 3/4 of a tank on. Don in the pits now. Dylan does carry on through to do an extra lap. Pilgrim comes through to do an extra lap as well. Who else are we going to see? Fizz Ruckus, you lucky boy. Into the pits then on fumes. So where's Don going to get released back into this pile? Where are you? Still taking on board fuel. Release now. So still might lose 1 or 2 positions as he still comes through this pit exit. Comes back out right behind Dizzy though in 4th position. Dizzy only got 1/4 of a tank on board, bit of wear on those softs as well, so Don should be able to make quite short work of this. Already looking for the move down the inside of Dizzy, and there it goes, back up into 3rd then for Don. He's now got Pilgrim and Dylan, the only drivers yet to stop I think in front of him. Dylan going for an extra lap. Pilgrim also. Oh, late. Oh, Pilgrim's wrecked himself. He's wrecked himself. So, went to come in the pits late, cut the grass, it saw it as a penalty, and it's reset him to track right on the start line. And now he has got to do some extra super mega fuel saving. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Pilgrim, he's chucked it away. We'll see in a minute. His rev counter will just drop. It doesn't matter how much throttle he gives. There it is. He's giving it absolute full beans, but nothing showing up on the board, and he's now down to all of about 50 miles an hour. Not even that as he's running up the hill. Valium's left the room now. What's happened to Valium? So Dylan in now then. Don in second place, just heading up towards the corkscrew. Pilgrim still thrashing the crap out of his car, not going anywhere. Dizzy hanging onto the rear end of Don. How much fuel is Dylan going to put in though? Is he going to go for a short stop, a little bit of fuel, go for another stop later on? So Don just got the final turn to go. Dylan get released then. Gets released now just as he sees Dizzy and Don fly past. Very similar strategy now between himself and Don. Is he going to come out and shoot third? So he's gone for just under half a tank and racing soft. Dizzy in front he's almost out of fuel and racing soft. They come in a bit earlier than these two. Don has gone for just over half a tank and racing softs. They are a lap older than Dylan's. So again, we'll see how that plays out. Where's poor Pilgrim? Has he managed to get his way back to the pits yet? Where is he? Has Pilgrim left the room? Yes, I think he has. So Don then, now with a 1.3 second lead over Dizzy. Dizzy's got himself 2 seconds over Dylan. Mental Nev been dropped from this fight now though. He's sitting in 6th. He did go for the long stop, so he's gone for a lot more fuel. We'll see how that benefits him later on in this race, but yeah, it's taking him out of this top flight fight for now. So Dizzy and Don just having the gap closed up a little bit. Dylan still 2 seconds back. 6.5, nearly 7 seconds back to Aldo in 4th. Champ still 5th. Still got a penalty, Champ. Mental Nev coming through that start-finish line for 6th. Ruckus 7th, Tatey in 8th, JPH in 9th, Manny in 10th, Convicts in 11th, Dodgy 12th, and Green 13th. Yes, we've lost Valium and we've lost Pilgrim in this one. Don just starting to stretch his little lead out again. Pulled it up to 1.6. There's now only 1.2 between Dizzy and Dylan, so it looks like Dizzy might have got it a little bit wrong somewhere. He's going to be out of this fight soon anyway. He's going to have to come in probably the end of this lap, the next one. Dylan and Don, I don't think will be that far behind him. They're only just under half a tank. Dylan just putting in purple lap there, 1:24.477 for fastest. So Aldo just sitting in 4th, losing a tiny bit of time to the 3 in front. Under no direct threat from Champ. Was looking a bit dangerous early on, was Champ, but still never managed to get the job done on Aldo. Mental Nev then sitting in 6th. Again, having a little bit of a lonely one at the minute. A few drivers spread out now. Someone, who's that? It's Green Peas. Green Peas got it wrong through the left-hander. Obviously run it a little bit wide. Wheel on the sand, and around he goes. Oh, that was costly as well. Unfortunately, who was that he was trying to get past? So just came up a little bit too quick on that driver in front. I think it was Aldo who just got past him in fourth. Now braked himself a little bit, went to change direction to stop himself smashing into Aldo, and unfortunately he put himself on the sand. So mistakes, errors, all. Oh, he's done it again, Green Pea. He's really struggling tonight. We'll take the focus off you for a second. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I suppose it tries to stop people from doing exactly that, cutting across the grass and things. You know, pit lane's there for a reason, I suppose. In some of the lobbies I cover, they even penalise you if you cross the white line coming out of the pits. So Don has garnered himself 2.5 second lead over Dylan. Got himself past Dizzy. Dizzy's going to be in though this lap. In he comes now, decided not to take the shortcut, so stays in the pits. So Aldo stays fourth. He's still got a quarter of a tank on board as well. So should gain that position from Dizzy. Champ moves up into fourth as well. He's still 3 seconds back from Aldo. Metal Nev also fifth, moving up a position. See how that long stop strategy plays out for him. Taking on board fuel now then for Dizzy. JPH plenty on, Tatey got plenty on. Gets released now then, Diz. I think he will come in about 7th or 8th. Oh, 6th, not too far. So just gets himself out in front of Fizz. He's gone for a fresh set of racing softs and just under half a tank again as Diz. So 12.5 minutes remaining. P1 Don has led this one pretty much from start to finish. Only during the pit stop phase where he hasn't. Still holding 2.6 over Dylan. 12.3 seconds over Aldo in third position. Again, these boys have got to take another stop. Champ in fourth still. Taking a couple of tenths out of Aldo's time. Taking a couple of tenths off his penalty as well. He's got a bit of work to do then. He's 14.2 seconds, sorry, 14.3 seconds back from Mental Nev. 36 seconds, sorry, 38 seconds behind the top two, the fight he was involved in. JPH dipping a wheel on the sand. Real battles kicking off at the minute. Field quite spread out. Greenpeace really been struggling here tonight. I saw Convicts Popeye struggling in qualifying. Green P has really been tested in this race. Still a nice comfortable lead for P1 Don, 2.4 seconds over Dylan. Putting more time over third place Aldo as well. Again, it's going to be, oh, is there? What about now then, boys? Has Don got enough fuel on now? Nine minutes, 3/4. He's got just over a quarter of a tank. His tyres are going to be struggling at the end. Gap coming down between himself and Dylan as well. Dylan also on very similar fuel. His tyres in a little bit better condition though. Gap down to 2 seconds. Aldo is certainly going to have to come in for a little bit of fuel before the end of this race. Champ might just get away with that. See where that puts Mental Nev if those two has to come in, or if Don or Dylan have to come in. Again, see what happens with Dizzy, whether his long stop strategy is going to work out at the end. Tatey slamming on the brakes into the final turn, almost running it off track. Manny 10th, Convicts still 11th. Dodgy looking to close that and take that position off him. So just under a second between these two. Through the corkscrew, we've got Aldo trying to slot one down the inside. Boys letting him through nice and cleanly, but has dropped Dodgy off the back of Convicts for now. I was hoping that was going to allow us to get on board for a bit of a punch up, but not to be by the looks of it. Not right now anyway. So, 7.5 minutes remaining. Don still up front, still got plenty of fuel on. He'll be swearing at his tyres before you know it. Dylan also got just about the same amount of fuel. Tyres in slightly better condition. Aldo's going to have to come in. Should allow Champ past. I don't think Champ's going to stop again. See where that brings Mental Nev into this picture as well. He might be able to take that fourth position off of Aldo. Champ will have the third. And Dizzy as well, going for the long stop. Fizz Ruckus, almost 7 seconds either side of him. No battles for JPH either, 7 seconds either side. Same for Tatey, same for Manny, big gaps behind him. Dodgy is still 2.8 back from Aldo in the pits now then. 2.8 back from Convicts. In the pits then, let's see where the positions end up. 6 minutes remaining. Don still leading. Dylan second, 1.7 the gap. Champ takes that third. Mental Nev takes fourth. Where does Aldo come back out? Where are you? Still taking on board fuel for Aldo. Don't take on board too much. Hopefully he's not over fuel. Maybe a little bit. We'll see. See. So he's just going to lose another position as he comes out of the pits. 5.5 minutes remaining. Don still leading, but a couple of tenths been taken out of his lead. Dylan will... Oh, Dylan's running wide. He's on the sand. That's going to lose him a couple of tenths to Don. Gap almost back up to 2 seconds then after that little mistake from Dylan. Pushing it hard at the end of this race to try and close that gap up. Bring the fight to Don before the end of this race. Tatey just coming out of the pits, hopefully doesn't cause any issues with these top two, gives plenty of space for Don to come through. Seeing the blue flags then. So still 2 seconds between first and second. Dylan now got a back mark to work his way past as well as they head up towards the corkscrew. Hopefully they make it as easy for Dylan as it was for Don. Losing another tenth there. So Don getting past that back marker, but that back marker is saying, oh, I think I'll have a bit of your slipstream. Dylan closed that gap right up though. Don running a tiny bit wide through there. Dylan all over the rear end of that back marker. Back marker peels over, Tatey peels over to allow Dylan to come through. Dylan's quite happy using the toe though to try and drag him slightly closer towards Don. Slings one up the inside of Tatey as well through turn one. And now only 1.1 back from Don. 3 minutes 20 remaining. So Champ holding third. Is he going to have enough fuel on board? Mental Nev in fourth. Only 1.8 back as well. If Champ has to do any kind of fuel saving or has to stop, that position is going to be Mental Nev's. 1.4 back then for Mental. Dizzy sitting in fifth, 8 seconds back unfortunately, and again almost out of fuel. Aldo now sixth after his stop. Let's see whether he finishes in that position. JPH seventh, not a bad race. JPH. Fitzruckus in eighth. Again, a bit of a lonely one. He's got Manny closing up on him, 4.6 seconds back. Tatey in 10th, still sticking with these front runners. I should have been doing this from the word go, Tatey. That's what you should have been doing. Because look, you're quick. Go on, unlap yourself, go on. Show these boys not to mess with the Tates. Oh, oh, oh. Don't get it wrong now, Tatey. Convict Popeye in 11th then. Dodgy 12th. And Green P 13th. Right, penultimate lap they're on now. Don still holding 1.2 from Dylan. Dylan not able to do anything about it. Dylan's almost out of fuel. Don's almost out of fuel. Dylan has got less fuel on board than Don though. Are they all fuel saving? And that's why Tatey's giving them grief. Go on, Tatey. No short shifting. Tiny bit of short shifting from Don, but nothing excessive. Yeah, a little bit short shifted through there. Dylan's short shifting. He's hardly letting that rev counter hit the anything. He's just, yep, as soon as he sees it. Fifth, sixth, change gear quick. Right, here we go then. Last lap we're coming up to now. Oh, Dylan's running wide. He's chucked the chance away to battle it out with Don. He's gone wide into the final turn. Not sure if, I'm hoping Tatey wasn't involved in that. But yeah, that just releases Don then. He's now got 5 seconds over Dylan. Oh, what a shame. That was looking like it was going to be a damn good fight. But Dylan would have run out of fuel, I think, if he'd have tried to put it on Don. So Champ's sitting in third still, only just Mental Nev all over his rear end. Champ on the very last of his fuel as well. If Mental Nev's listening, he might be able to put something down on Champ before the end of this race. Champ's not going to make it easy for him though. Holding his car right in the middle of the circuit. So JPH has finished then, takes that 7th position. Fizz Ruckus just coming around this final turn. He's going to come home to take 8th. Out of fuel then right at the end. Manny's going to come home for 9th. Backwards and out of fuel as well. Tatey is going to take 10th. I think we've got drivers already coming across the line actually. Here it is. P1 Don, race winner, race leader. He's happy about that one. Backwards, sideways across the line. First place, Dylan then, chucked it all away, runs out of fuel right at the end, takes 2nd. Champ is just gonna, no he's not, he's gonna run out of fuel. Can Mental Nev get him? That's it, Champ's done, Champ's out of fuel, that's it, Mental Nev comes through. Takes that 3rd, there it was, right at the last second then for Champ. Mental Nev taking the 3rd position, Champ 4th, Dizzy takes 5th position backwards. Aldo is going to come home for 6th, Dodgy is going to take 12th, just while we're on there with him. Green P comes in at the back, so JPH 7th, Fizzruckus 8th, there we go, Manny 9th, Tatey 10th, Convicts 11th, Dodgy 12th. I forget the last two. Green P at the back, was it Convicts? Dodgy 12. That was Green P. Oh, Pilgrim, yeah, Pilgrim. Yeah, so we lost a couple of drivers in that one, but never mind. Race did spread out a fair bit, but it was all coming together there right at the end. A couple of positions that could have swapped didn't, and a couple of positions that should have swapped did. But yeah, some good racing. Shame about Dylan's attempt there to try and smash out Don right at the end, but not to be. Yeah, unfortunate for Champ as well. Running out of fuel right on the line. What a shame. No problem, Bags, no problem. Don't forget, people, vote for Driver of the Day. They do get extra points in the championship. I am back Sunday night at 8 o'clock for the Tanso boys and their BMW M3 League. Nothing on Sundays just yet. I don't think that league's been for the P1 boys anyway at 9 o'clock. I don't think they've sorted anything out for that yet. Nothing on Mondays at the minute. The minis haven't restarted. Nothing Tuesdays. We're back on Wednesday for the MRC Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. I started Wednesday just gone, so yesterday. Yeah, that's it at the minute. Just one race Wednesdays, one race Thursdays, and one race on Sundays. That's it for me at the minute. If you fancy helping my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker. Drop a little donation if you can. Thank you very much. I hope you like what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dartsmoker. I'm out of here.